In the grand sweep of history, few figures stand as prominently as Sun Yat-sen, a visionary whose ideals and relentless drive laid the foundation for a new China. Born into a humble family in the twilight years of the Qing Dynasty, Sun Yat-sen would rise to become a revolutionary leader, uniting a fractured land under the banner of republicanism. Though he would not live to see the full realization of his dreams, his legacy remains enshrined in the annals of Chinese history. He was not merely a leader but a symbol of hope for a nation yearning for change. Sun Yat-sen, the father of modern China. Sun Yat-sen was born on November 12, 1866, in the village of Qiheng, Guangdong province. His family was of modest means, and like many in his era, he was raised with a strong sense of Confucian values. Yet, the world was changing. The once mighty Qing Dynasty was crumbling under the weight of corruption, foreign domination, and internal strife. Seeking a better future, Sun's elder brother sent him to Hawaii for education. There he encountered Western ideas of democracy, freedom, and governance, concepts that would profoundly shape his worldview. He was particularly influenced by the American system, which emphasized government by the people, for the people. Upon returning to China, he pursued medical studies in Hong Kong, becoming a trained physician. But medicine was not his true calling. Sun saw China as a nation ailing from political stagnation and oppression, and he resolved to become its healer in a different way, through revolution. The China Sun Yat-sen returned to in the late 19th century was in turmoil. Foreign powers controlled vast swaths of territory, and the Qing government appeared weak and ineffective. Sun's calls for reform fell on deaf ears. Frustrated, he took matters into his own hands, founding the revived China Society in 1894. His goal was clear: overthrow the Qing and establish a republic. Sun's first attempt at revolution in 1895 failed spectacularly, forcing him into exile. But this did not deter him. For nearly 2 decades, he traveled across Japan, Europe, and the United States, rallying support and gathering funds from overseas Chinese communities. He became a tireless advocate for a modern China, crafting a political philosophy that combined nationalism, democracy, and people's welfare. Principles later encapsulated in his 3 principles of the people. He understood that China needed not just a change in leadership, but a complete transformation of its governance structure. The moment Sun had waited for arrived in 1911. A rebellion in Wuchang ignited a nationwide uprising, leading to the collapse of the Qing Dynasty. It was a turning point in Chinese history. As the revolution spread, Sun was declared the provisional president of the newly founded Republic of China on January 1st, 1912. Yet the reality of governance proved far more challenging than revolution itself. Facing immense pressure, Sun stepped down in favor of Yuan Shikai, a former Qing general, in hopes of unifying the country. But Yuan harbored imperial ambitions, and soon China descended into warlordism. The dream of a democratic China seemed to slip further away. Disillusioned yet undeterred, Sun continued his mission, seeking to build a strong, unified republic, knowing that true revolution was not merely about overthrowing a regime, but ensuring a stable and just government in its place. Sun Yat-sen reorganized his movement, forming the Kuomintang (KMT) in 1919. He sought Soviet assistance, aligning with communists to strengthen his cause. His base of operations shifted to Guangdong, where he attempted to establish a government capable of leading China out of chaos. But his time was running out. In the final years of his life, Sun continued to fight for his ideals, delivering impassioned speeches and advocating for national unity. He traveled to Beijing in 1924 in hopes of negotiating peace between warring factions, but his health was failing. On March 12, 1925, Sun Yat-sen succumbed to liver cancer in Beijing. His death left a power vacuum that would lead to further struggles between his followers and emerging communist forces. Yet even in death, his influence endured. His ideals were carried forward by his successors, though China's path would be fraught with internal conflicts and foreign threats. Today, Sun Yat-sen is revered as the father of modern China by both the People's Republic of China and Taiwan. His ideas laid the groundwork for the nation's eventual transformation, and his unwavering belief in progress continues to inspire. Statues of Sun stand in cities across China and Taiwan, and his writings are studied by scholars and leaders alike. Though he did not live to see a united, modernized China, Sun Yat-sen's vision set in motion forces that would shape the destiny of a nation. His three principles of the people, nationalism, democracy, and people's livelihood, remain guiding tenets in Chinese political thought. A revolutionary, a statesman, a dreamer, Sun Yat-sen's legacy is written in the heart of Chinese history, a beacon for those who dare to envision a better tomorrow. His story is a testament to the power of ideas and the enduring hope that change, though slow and fraught with obstacles, is always possible. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution.